And welcome to my channel. I am Sigma Wolf. I'm gonna have to change my camera for reasons that I have to stay hidden because I'm under legal litigation. Sorry, I'm trying to get technical difficulties. Hopefully everybody can hear me. So yes, we are live. I am Sigma Wolf. I am here with my other half. Her name is Mama Wolf. Say hello, Mama Wolf.
Hello, everybody.
So, just to touch on a few things on what this channel is actually about. This channel may not be for you. For the simple fact is, I touch on a lot of technology, stuff that is lost through history, stuff that is not taught throughout history. I also will be touching on some of the projects that I have created on my own. Um, to give a little backstory, I was born and raised in Pennsylvania, but I moved around a lot as I hit my teenage years. So I've seen all 48 states. Alaska would be my last spot, but Mama Wolf doesn't want to go. She says it's too cold.
I say it's too cold, but I'm the one who said, yeah, let's go.
Yeah, right. Our husky would love it there. Yes, we have two animals. We are animal lovers. We have a cat who doesn't act like a cat. He's more like a dog. But with that being said, um, we also like to touch on other things that may be going on in people's life. That's why we do a question and answer session. So if you have any questions, feel free. But please be safe. It is Halloween. And with current events being out there right now, we definitely know that ICE agents are down on the ground.
Yeah, they're down on the ground. Just be safe out there. Make sure you check all your kids' candy. The Pennsylvania woman is probably under investigation. I don't know if you guys seen current events with a young lady in PA stating that if any MAGA supporters has kids, come to her door.
These are lovely animals.
Lady's like, nope, I'm out.
They all like to hide. But yeah, please be careful. This lady in Pennsylvania, we caught it on YouTube. It's probably floating around. I did send a message to a guy named Tilly. This lady said that if any children show up being a MAGA supporter or dressed in MAGA attire, that she is going to give these kids a special treat. Candy laced with fentanyl. Where in people's right mind is this? And another reason why we try to stay hidden, you'll be seeing us soon in the mainstream. There are certain agencies that we like to keep on the DL for right now. We're talking an entire county of lawyers, judges, county officials, possibly another pay to play scheme. So yeah, this is why we stay hidden. Some of my projects that I have actually touch base, and I'm probably sure I'm being watched right now by the federal government because some of the projects that I do have hit the private sector. There's nothing I could do to stop that. Um, Is there anything you would like to touch on any of the subjects?
Let me touch base on technology. So, a lot of people know that there's different smart glasses and stuff out. A lot of people may know that Facebook owner Mike Zuckerberg likes to hide stuff in a vault and bring it out whenever he wants to. So it just stinks because the infringement list goes on and on.
Well, let me ask you a question there, Mama Wolf.
Sure.
What do you feel, or what is your opinion on exactly how these billionaires are getting away with not paying their fair share of the taxes?
I don't think it's right for our middle class working people like ourselves because we have to pay out more taxes and we're barely making a living at the moment. So, yeah, they need to start paying their fair share.
I think what they really need to start doing, besides paying their fair share, I really think they need to give the people who actually come up with certain technologies that they should really pay to play. I mean, it was like that maybe about 20 years ago. You know, so some of the technologies that I have on the page, as you know, um, touch on a lot of things that are theoretically are not impossible. And for people that tell me that's impossible, you know the real definition of impossible?
I am possible.
That is correct. You are possible. So, I am going to reiterate and touch back on with the smart glasses that you were mentioned about Mark Zuckerberg. And it just so happens that, listen, I really don't want to be pointing any fingers about Mark Zuckerberg's wife or anything like that. But I definitely know that Mark Zuckerberg and Meta have been in court numerous times for either infringing on other people's stuff or just downright stealing.
I wouldn't doubt if his wife has anything to do with that.
Well, there again, we really can't touch on that because that's not here nor there unless somebody wants to get her in front of the appropriation committee. That would be great. But until then, we're pretty much at a standstill.
Yes, we are.
But with the smart glasses, um, so how do you feel knowing that we hold the patent? Well, we hold the 1 year contingency patent. It's not our official 20-year utility patent yet.
I thought it was 25.
No, it's only 20 years.
Okay.
And we know that's already in the process for us. But how do you truly feel that we put all our hard work into half of this technology, and instead of them trying to partner with us, how do you feel that they just go around and take for absolutely no reason?
How do I feel about that? Annoyed, irritated, frustrated?
Yeah, but why?
Because I know all the efforts that we put into getting the patent and everything together and squared with that. Then 2 weeks later, after our patent goes live, there's all these new smart watches, smart glasses, smart technology coming out that is all in our smart glasses.
I would have to agree. But see, here's one thing that Mr. Zuckerberg and the rest of these clowns don't seem to really understand about what I did here. See, the last sentence that we have on our paperwork, it states there are too many variations to mention. So I'm going to touch on a few. I had a dream. It's back in 1979, and I'm pretty sure that makes me a lot older than Mark Zuckerberg. But in 1979, I had a dream. And my dream was
There it goes. We're back.
technical difficulties indeed. So yes, with that current technology that we have, there are way too many things to mention. Because one thing smartphones have that people don't seem to understand is the smart glasses are just a tool. But for me, growing up, I already know what it's like to come in and out of the house, cold weather, hot weather, and it fogs up on you. So here we are, 40 some oddball years later. Nothing. Nobody even thought about it. But they do have it in my research. I have found out that. Did you know they actually have them for skiing goggles?
Yeah, that's something that we came across when we were doing our research for our patent.
So yeah, so very interesting. And don't you like how Mark Zuckerberg said, and Jeff Bezos, we're going to end all smart glasses.
No, they said all cell phones.
That's right. My bad. All cell phones.
But don't you need a cell phone for the app for the smart glasses?
Hold on. Can you truly imagine the weight of an entire cell phone? Everything that goes into a cell phone on your face. You might as well stick it in a backpack and put it in a hat.
Yeah.
Like, what kind of joke is that? For one, you're never going to get rid of any kind of cell phone. Oh, hold on. I know what Mark Zuckerberg is going to do. He's going to be lost out in the woods, right? Imagine this. He's going to be lost out in the woods. And he's going to have his very smart glasses, right? He's not going to have a cell phone. He'll just have his smart glasses. And he's going to fall and he's going to break them. So, how are you supposed to call 911 when your glasses are broke? I guess these two radios didn't think that went through. This must be part of the DEI program. Oh, it seems we have faulty Wi-Fi. Absolutely, that's exactly what that is. That's some faulty Wi-Fi.
Any viewers yet? Anybody have any questions? Come on, peeps. I'm bored.
Listen, we get it. It's our very first time live, but these people really need to understand. What is this channel really for them? Like, really? But I mean, we do touch on a lot of real world stuff on here as well. But I mean, did you actually know? I have something for you. Do you remember back in 2012 the Fukushima meltdown?
Fukushima meltdown. What is that?
That was the nuclear power plant that got hit by the massive tsunami.
Oh yeah, in China, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, did you know they recently did studies before the first Trump program
No.
that there was actually a nuclear waste in our air?
Of course there is.
Oh, but there's no climate change.
Yeah, and They haven't updated Social Security in a long time, their manual.
Oh, yeah.
But they're still running on the 70s.
No, my dear. That playbook is outdated from the 50s.
Yeah.
Like, most of their policies are outdated. Just like most of the cabinet in the government. Well, I'm not gonna lie. What do you see when you watch them on TV?
All I hear is wah 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 wah.
And a lot of people are tired of seeing the same old biddies. Like, seriously, the same old biddies. Salt and pepper hair. Nobody wants to see salt and pepper hair anymore. It's time for the new generation to slide up in here.
Yeah.
Seriously.
This is true.
But enough about politics. This is all we hear is about Trump this and Trump that. So, how many people do you think actually prepared for this?
Which portion?
I'm saying any person. How many people actually prepared? Matter of fact, how many people are probably in the preppers chat room?
Yeah, too many probably.
So, interesting.
Always have to have a contingency plan. Like
Oh,
a
that's-
fire plan, you always have to have a bag ready, food stored, and everything, because you never know when your food stamps or your government assistance or anything runs out, and then you're stuck. If you don't know how to hunt, fish, or grow crops, then you're pretty much dead unless you overrun the farmers, and the farmers ain't gonna allow that to happen.
Nicely said. What do you think about? I know we got a lot of dead air here, but it's not like we like to come prepared because most of the people have problems of their own that they like to talk about, or they don't, and we particularly don't care because we don't judge. Absolutely not.
Judge-free zone here.
Absolutely. If you want to believe in God, Allah, whatever your poison is, you want to be a Buddhist, whatever.
You want to be a monk and take silence? So be it.
But just remember something. Whether you call it God, Allah, Buddha, whatever, it all comes from one source. It's still one faith, one source, one voice. So, you went to high school?
Yeah, for a couple of years.
Wow, okay. I would say I wasn't expecting that, but I was. And what did you learn in all your years of school?
About history?
Oh, don't get me started on that. But since you touched on history, yeah, history.
Just like they said that Christopher Columbus found the New World. But in reality, we found the Native Americans found them lost at sea.
That's actually a fact. And if it wasn't for Native Americans, the indigenous, we don't like to be called redskin, that's for sure.
Then why are we fighting the Washington Redskins to change the name back?
Listen, I'm not going to discuss politics and football, politics and baseball. That is not apple pie. That's a chaos brewing.
I was just asking a question.
No, that is straight up a chaos brewing right there, girl. Nope, absolutely not.
It's a wrap.
But no, what I've learned in history is what's the first president that everybody goes for in most of their speeches? It's Lincoln, right?
Yep.
We love Lincoln. Well, Lincoln was a jerk.
Hey, don't speak ill of the dead now.
Yeah, but he was a jerk.
Yes, I know he was a jerk for trying to end slavery and
Well,
to
no, no.
ratify, and then on top of that, to get rid of the natives.
That is correct. In the same aspect, when he signed the Emancipation Proclamation, in the same aspect, just like what President Trump is doing now with this big, ugly, nasty bill.
Oh, you mean the big, beautiful bill?
God, I hope that.
Nothing beautiful about that.
Listen, if he wants to call it the big, beautiful bill, whatever, but I hope that's the name of his soulmate. Listen, I don't make this stuff up. I don't make the fake news. He is fake news. He's outdated. Like what? And hold on, I know I'm really all over the place, but yeah, let's go back to the Emancipation Proclamation. But he covered that underneath the rug. Yeah, free the blacks, cool. I was all with that until my family started telling me, "Well, did you know that he wanted to eradicate us?" I'm like, "Wait, what?" Oh, and for all you chat, I am Native American. I am Cherokee and Ojibwe. Oseo. Mama Wolf just found out that she's got Native heritage as well, and we don't really. Well, if she wants to talk about it, we can.
Well, no, I didn't just find out. I knew I was native, indigenous.
But did you know though? This is where most people make a mistake. That only the indigenous population only carry the O positive, well, the O gene.
Yes.
So right there, it's just a matter of just finding your lineage.
Well, yeah.
And that's going to take a little bit of time. And it's not like we have all the time in the world because Trump's in office. I'm sorry, but it always goes back to this church ball.
Hey, get into an argument at work. Sorry, bro. Trump's in office. Hey, get into a fight in the street. Sorry, Trump's in office.
Chris, you know I'm just killed my dog. That's fake news because my dogs are safe. But if you truly want to, like, did you know, going through all the technology that I have developed, that I have learned, that you can turn an entire apartment into a Verde cage?
A Verde cage? What is that?
Oh, that means your Wi-Fi signals that people like to try to hack, they'll come in your house and they'll try to use your Wi-Fi and try to hack your equipment. But the problem is, I have it so there's only one way in. You're not getting whatever signal you think you're going to try to get back out. It doesn't go out of the apartment here. So that's just not going to happen.
Nope. Absolutely not.
What do you think about a Native American running for president?
That should have been done a long time ago. Because at least they would have been able to try to at least restore their land.
Oh, you know the government really don't care about their land. They just don't care.
No, they don't. Obviously.
I just find it funny. How does immigrants come over here? We feed them. They bring disease. and then you're going to start stealing land and then selling it to make profit. What kind of BS is that?
You can't sell something that's stolen.
Well, you can't sell something that doesn't belong to you.
And
Just like the people's house. There's something we can all bitch about. The White House. The people's house.
Yeah.
How dare he disgrace one of our presidents like that?
But do you realize he did it? He waited purposefully until the government shut down, and then he started the construction after numerous times being questioned about it. Oh no, it's gonna stay the same. It's roughly gonna stay the same. There's not gonna be no construction. And you destroyed the Kennedy wing.
That was a flat out lie. Oh yeah, it's just gonna butt up against it. That didn't happen either. But what I find it funny is how people think he's actually some profitable businessman. Bro's a failure. In every way, shape, and form, he's a failure.
Come on, he got fired from The Apprentice.
Yeah, so this is actually a funny story. I'm like, all right, I gotta really Google this. So I Googled it. And I said, did Donald Trump ever get fired from The Apprentice? It said no. And it gave me a nice, reason why he didn't get fired. Well, but yet, right down in the next beginning paragraph, that they terminated the contract.
They didn't renew the contract.
There, you got fired. That was the worst firing because it was silent. You're laughing stock of this. Listen, he said he wanted ratings. Well, how are your ratings right now, Mr. President?
Please tell us. Chirp, 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 chirp.
Yeah.
That not what I say?
Crickets. It's fake news. It's fake news. Warning. Robinson under attack. Come on, stop me a break. Like, yo, haven't you noticed they have not changed the same bullcrap political speeches for the last 50 years?
My fellow American.
No, not that. It's the same old broken playbook. Blah blah blah, lie, blah blah, the lie. Yeah, we know.
Yeah, we haven't had a good president since Kennedy. Oh, Barack was good.
I like Barack.
He was a good president.
I like Barack.
But still, how you gonna build a wall on stolen land? The Mexicans are more native than anybody.
Well, know my opinion, really.
Absolutely.
My opinion is, I really don't have one. Because sometimes my opinion really doesn't matter. And people just really don't want to hear it. Because
truth hurts.
Yeah, because the butt usually gets whacked first. And yeah, they can't take the truth. And yeah, they get it dry because Diddy went to jail and the stocks of, baby oil went down.
Yeah,
that can't be confirmed. Wait a minute. It actually can be confirmed. If you want to fact check that and Google it, you can more than welcome to do so because that is. But anyway, that's here nor there. But listen, if Mr. Trumper, or as he's been known as Kenkles McTuckletits, or the fucking glowing orange pumpkin, I call him a joke.
Oh, I would have called him Vagina Neck.
Oh, gobble gobble, come touch my nussy. Little waddles, come for you. Better watch it. You might get entrapped. Yeah.
I'm gonna step over there. Okay.
Listen, you're 79 years old and you gotta wear Depends. Well, that depends if you strike it a poison. I don't know. Bro. I don't know. According to Charlie Daniels, he got a small slump. I don't know. She was on the Tonight Show, not me. I'm just, listen, could be a lot. I don't know. I'm not there. Don't want to be there.
Like I needed to know that.
I think people need to understand what type of people we actually are.
You have something to say, Lainey?
Well, no, you don't. Folks, you're probably wondering why we're sitting here just laughing at all the chaos. Like, can't you guys be serious? Listen, we are Heyoka Empaths. No.
We're never serious until we go off.
You come at us with your rhetoric and your BS, and we know for a fact it's not 100% true. Guess what you're going to get? You're going to get the mirror of truth. And you're going to see exactly what kind of attitude you actually have. So what you project, that's what you get back.
Dang.
Yes, you forgot to clock me out. Crap happens. So, would you like to tell the people why I sit at home and get paid to take care of you?
Sure. Had a stroke last year.
You want to tell them why you had a stroke last year?
I don't know why.
You're such a dumbass.
I do know why. I was just testing you. Had a stroke last year due to a big hole in my heart. October 1st of this year would mark 1 year for open heart surgery to repair a defect that I had in my heart. So basically, don't like that, Lainey. So basically, what it is everybody's born with a hole in their heart, and some people's it closes all the way, and others it doesn't. And unfortunately, I was the unlucky one, which it did not close. Had a blood clot in my leg, which shot up to the right chamber of my heart, bounced over to the left chamber, and went out and went to my brain.
Yeah. And what are your lasting effects? So far as of now, being, what, almost 2 years? Almost 2.
2 will be in July.
Of next year.
Yes. So, residual effects, I have stuttering problem now. After that, with some words, I have the shakes in my head and my hands, and memory loss. Well, short-term memory loss, not long-term.
Have any vision issues?
When I had the stroke, I went blind for about 20 minutes in both my eyes, and then gradually my eyesight came back.
Yeah, you were lucky. Now, and what did the doctors actually tell you when you went there? Didn't they say you were too young to have a stroke?
Yes. Not the doctors per se. It was more like the transportation people to take you to get like an MRI and x-rays. They said I was too young, and a lot of other people who I told, oh my God, you're so young. I'm not that young. Not that old. But you can't say I'm too young and it got
Well,
all the kids with cancer.
would you like to tell them how old you are?
32.
So they told you were too young to have a stroke, but yet kids are born with cancer every day.
Yes.
So what kind of hypocrisy is that crap?
And there's this one little girl as well. Can't recall her name, but she was born when she was in the womb. Before she was born, she was having strokes.
Wow. Crazy. Would you like to get, so I was an alcoholic. You'll see me come popping in from time to time. You'll catch a glimpse. But yeah, like I said, I just have to stay out of mainstream as much as I can because of these indictments that are coming. Because we're going to be hurting a lot of people. A lot of agencies are going to get their butt hurt, if you know what I mean.
You might see our dogs pop in their face once in a while too.
So yeah, I am a recovered alcoholic. I have been sober for well over 5 years. I don't miss it. I don't want to go back to it. It actually makes me nauseous after all these years. But ain't that some messed up crap? Here I am, a recovered alcoholic, but yet I know how to make moonshine. That could be a real bad combination.
Yeah.
But see, did you know that you get multiple different products from moonshine, not just alcohol?
I did that.
Yeah, the first, what they call heads. At your beginning, that shit's like so goddamn toxic. You don't want to touch that shit. But you can actually take that and use that for a dissolvent and a cleaner. It will strip whatever you put inside that.
Huh.
Yeah, just like Coca-Cola on a rusty bumper. Yeah, that's why I don't drink Coca-Cola anymore either.
Or in the toilet bowl.
Yeah, in the toilet bowl. You're funny.
Not trying to be funny. It's true.
So, what do you think about the edibles? Are you a favorite on edibles?
But yeah, it helps with my shakes.
How many meds did you get off?
I was taking, I believe, 12 or 13 prescriptions, and now I'm down to like 4.
Oh yeah. Yeah. We only do the natural crap now. We refuse to. I mean, she has a medical marijuana card. I don't. But her doctor, it was pretty funny because I was there for that conversation.
No, you couldn't make that appointment.
Oh, that's right. I did not make that.
I called you afterwards and I told you what the neurologist said.
About the medical marijuana? Yeah, what did he say?
He said, absolutely not. I'd rather you smoke the street stuff than the medical. The medical is worse for you.
Did he give you a reason why? Or just said just bad?
Too much chemicals. And he also said that it's just not what it's supposed to be.
Too many chemicals, huh? Kind of sounds like this GMO stuff.
Yeah. Non-genetically modified.
Yeah, genetically modified. No. Why? What? You know, I'd like to know where they actually get most of these people from. Like, what kind of real backstory do they have about they want to sacrifice quality, which is real food, for GMO processed garbage, which probably could cause numerous stuff. But what do I know?
Sorry.
I only give observations. I only see things most people don't.
Yeah. I don't have any comments on that.
We have a no comment. Are you pleading the fifth?
Checkmate.
I'll take that. You're pleading the fifth.
Checkmate.
You just want to hit that ball again, don't you? You want to get some of that weed. Yeah, I understand it. Understandable. But you know what? Better do all natural than have the other chemical crap. But anyway,
Yeah.
let's get back to the moonshine.
How
So
do we go from moonshine back to?
listen, you have been with me more than long enough. This is the type of person I am. You have to keep me on topic, or I am all over the place.
I'm not no better.
Listen, but I'm more of a Nikola Tesla.
Squirrel.
Yeah, squirrel. Yeah, that's a good. That's more like a husky. Squirrel.
I want it.
No, like I was definitely born in a thunderstorm. I tried to come feet first. Interesting.
No wonder why your birthdays are always so gloomy and rainy.
Fact.
Come on, get your
Has
party up
anybody
here.
ever remembered when Halloween was born? Does anybody remember? Because from as far as I can remember, I don't remember.
Yes, I do.
I remember snow one year.
No, I remember when Halloween trick or treat night was born. And that was on your birthday.
What the hell year was that?
When we took Mason and Leah out, the kids out to Bethlehem Township.
Yeah, but that wasn't really on my birthday. That's when they were doing that the last Friday before Halloween crap. And so if Halloween fell on a Monday, it was done that Friday. But as far as I know, my birthdays have always been gloomy and cloudy.
Oh yeah, true.
But yeah, so as you see, we are all over the place. But we do like to touch on a lot of real world stuff. A lot of people would probably say, hey, I've seen in your channel that you've got a warp core. Now we're talking Star Trek type warp core. And I said, yes. Well, how is it not feasible? Well, it is feasible. Well, scientists have said no. The problem is, and don't quote me on it, but most scientists don't have all the pieces to the puzzle. That brings me to Nikola Tesla. They took all his designs, right? And they tried to capitalize on it, like Marconi did. Marconi used 17, possibly more, different patents of Nikola Tesla to make the first transmission.
Yes.
Okay, so what happens when the inventor passes away and all you have are the blueprints? You don't have the keys.
No.
Don't you think it's a little important to have keys?
Yes. Absolutely.
Like,
Honey, please.
like,
Please, honey.
I'm wondering if they truly understood what would have really happened when Nikola Tesla backed out in 1943 before he passed away with the Philadelphia experiment, because that happened in October, months after he passed.
Yes.
Did they really know what they were getting into?
Nope.
Have any idea why Nikola Tesla probably backed out?
Because he knew something was gonna go wrong.
Like what?
He didn't know, and he didn't want no part of it.
Or did he know and didn't want to say?
Well, we could speculate all what we think. We don't know because we weren't there. We weren't in Tesla's brain.
Okay, but let me ask you a question then. If the government says that the Philadelphia experiment never happened, why is there paperwork on it?
Yeah.
Why is there declassified information about this project?
Speaking of declassified information,
Uh-oh.
why won't the government swear in that lady already so the Epstein files can be released?
The Epstein files. Dun, dun, dun. We love the Epstein files. Oh yeah. So that brings me to my next question, because I was going to actually ask this way sooner, but I'm glad you brought up the Epstein files.
Okay.
So my question is, how many times was President Trump and Jeffrey Epstein showing up at Diddy's house for the freak off?
Ew. Ew.
No, seriously though. Can we prove it?
I'm pretty
Listen.
sure.
If anybody is out there and you come across our live stream and you hear about this, yo, send us a message and let us know if anybody has any form of footage of our lovely president with Jeffrey Epstein and Diddy hanging out. That would already be a real hoot.
So now apparently Diddy's gonna be getting out in 2028.
Yeah, that's a joke. Is that before or after Trump thinks he's going to become third president? Okay. Become president again for the third time. And he's going to, hold on. Do you want to know what he's going to try to use?
What?
Well, I didn't hold 2 consecutive terms.
Doesn't matter. You held your 2 terms that the law allows. Doesn't matter if they're split up. Doesn't matter if one's decades prior and one's decades later.
And
That's your 2 terms.
And why do you think Obama is on purpose getting them all roused up and said he's running again? Because
if that's the case, then yes, I would. I don't know. I would really want to see.
I think it's a tactic.
Paris.
I think it's a tactic. Just to be honest with you, I think Obama would just do it just to piss him off.
Ouch.
Just to make Trump mad, just to see his face and watch him blow a gasket. Too late. He's already blown a gasket. Michael Myers and the Halloween theme. J.D. Vance. Dun, 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 and Erica Kirk. Shall we talk about this one? That's some juicy topic floating around right now. J.D. Vance and Erica Oh, my Lord. Come on, hubby. Honey. Why don't you tell your hubby exactly how you would feel if some other woman would touch me like that?
I'll cut him.
I don't know if we can legally say you can cut them. Honey.
A big fat slice of
Humble pie?
No, I'm gonna stick with my first answer.
No, we can't say that. But we get the drift. They would be a Karen, probably out cold. I get it. But you know what? That raises all kinds of suspicions about what type of morality and woman this lady actually is. I know nothing about her. But from what we could see on mainstream, A, you're high maintenance. B, you're too much of a power queen. And most people in pageants are. Minus a few. Tyra Banks.
Yeah. Because she didn't let the fame get to her head.
But it's not only that. But how okay, listen. We already know that Tyler the shooter was not the shooter.
Oh, yes.
We already know this.
Yes.
So the real question is, we already don't know that somebody paid to pull that trigger. And I don't want to hear people say, "Oh, I see a grieving widow." I don't.
I see somebody who was a manipulator.
I see somebody that had something to do with it. But there again, no speculations. I don't want to defame anybody. I just call it as I see it. There's too many unanswered things. Her body language screams, I know too much. And that's another reason why I try to stay hidden. You know what happens to people who know too much? They get gone.
They get unalived.
You want to touch on that young black gentleman down in Georgia?
Oh, yeah, the government tried to unalive him.
Oh, Julian Brown. It wasn't the government, though. We don't know who. But we're talking about, no, not the government. That would be big oil.
Oh, yeah.
Because if you can take plastic and turn it back into viable, and it's cleaner gasoline, well, a cleaner fuel supplement than gasoline, then you'll have absolutely no problem.
Yeah, but honestly, how healthy is that for the environment?
What, him with his processes?
Of the plastic, yeah.
It's actually, I'm glad you mentioned that, because me being working in the cryogenic field, I understand exactly how his processes work, and everything is under vacuum. So everything is self-contained. He's using what would pollute the air. He actually has a converter and converts it back into viable fuel like propane that he uses to further refine. So yeah, I know exactly what he's doing, because everything's done under vacuum. But they say it's not practical, though.
Ouch, chunky.
Are you having issues with the puppy?
Yeah, she's sitting on me.
Well, we can't help it. She's a 65-pound Bassador. We love her, though.
Honestly, I haven't weighed her in a while.
Yeah, this is true. She probably lost weight.
Well, I was able to pick her up and carry her. So, yeah, she lost weight. Well, I'm just getting stronger from working at FedEx.
Yeah.
Who needs a gym? I got a 6 days a week gym.
Yeah, that's the kind of gym I like, though. I mean, it's cool that they gotta go outside. stuff like that. But to have people sit there and say they like shooting 14-month-old puppies is not cool.
Wait, what? I'm lost.
Christy Nome,
Oh.
the 14-month-old puppy killer. Ice Barbie. Botox Barbie. My God, she looks so horrible. You can see all the injection marks
Ugh.
on melting.
Oh, isn't her face all sagged?
Yeah, that's the one that South Park keeps trolling.
Okay.
Yeah.
What should I look for that episode on the app that I have? When
Oh,
we've
Lord.
seen that movie.
Yeah, no, we're good. Should we talk about Mike Johnson?
No.
Can he block you on Grindr? Nobody blocks somebody on Grindr. But does his wife know? She's gotta know.
She has to know. It's all over.
Yo, unless she's the one filming. Oh, see, there again, that's also defamation and speculation. So we gotta watch. We gotta be careful.
I'm not the one who said it.
Yeah, I know, but hey, this is the life we live now. We have Trump in office. There is no checks and balances. Everybody gets laughed at. Everybody's a MAGA, whatever. It's either, but then they want to scream, "Oh, land of diversity." Okay, so why did you use diversity, inclusion, and equity to fucking totally dismantle the government?
Yeah.
You're a moron. And that's Mr. Musk for you. He's a moron. Where the hell did he come from anyway?
He came way out.
No, he came from fucking Africa. He came from South Africa. You know anything about this jackass?
No.
Would you like to know something about Mr. Musk?
Not really.
Did you know you can find his father's video online? And he tells you the whole story. His own father rats him out. Because his own father is part of the Nazi regime. He was a Canadian. And then when shit was getting too hot with that kind of stuff, he ran. That's
To
typical.
South Africa.
That's typical. Yeah. I mean, now, everybody's going to say, but look what he did with SpaceX and how he brought it back down onto that platform. I know exactly how he did that. Because he was going out to the salt flats where amateur rocketeers go and shoot the rockets. And it just so happens that a rocketeer male was actually doing that exact same project. This was like a year or two way before SpaceX was even thought about.
Mm.
So are you starting to put two and two together
He
here?
stole it.
Listen, there's still no confirmation on that here and there. But I'm telling you right now, he had to have bought that name Tesla. Because me knowing the history of Nikola Tesla, and I heard of Tesla, I would want to buy that product. Because it's got his brand on it. But what he's passing off as Tesla is garbage. It's trash. You got batteries that freaking explode.
You got Cybertrucks that just wanna not work, just shut down.
Yeah, and I think he had something to do with that. But there again, that's just speculation. That's here nor there. Rumor has it he's not going to release Optimus. Wonder why.
Because he wants to keep it for himself.
Yeah, but is he building an army?
Who the hell knows?
A cyber army.
Speculation, though.
True, speculation.
It is 8 o'clock.
Yeah, I know. We've been on for a little over an hour. Hi, everybody. So you heard a little bit about what we touch on, but yeah, I know. I have done things for other safety systems, POS programs, eVTOL programming systems. That's a whole 4-inch binder. That program was not easy. Yeah, think I might have a way to get some of the forever chemicals out of the water, but well, these governors, these people, they scream, listen, we need energy, we need this, we need that. Okay, well, I have opportunities. I have solutions to most of your problems. I put it out there. People don't want to listen.
No, ma'am.
Like one of the systems I came up with was taking nuclear waste. You know how much they spend alone just dumping nuclear waste to hide the crap in the earth? Too much money.
Yeah.
Millions, billions over time. Where they could be using my system, taking the nuclear waste, breaking it down into safer particles, and using that system to create power. But there's no money in it. Sometimes it's not about the money.
No.
Heal the planet. Get the poison up out of the earth. This whole solar farm is a scam. The wind turbine is a scam. And I'll tell you why. You expect me to pay for energy that's free? No. Well, I can go buy the turbine and get off grid.
Yeah.
Then a lot of people are going to say, but wait a minute, Sigma. We need the grid. We don't need the grid. We need the grid for her. We don't have to manage your power.
Yeah.
Or yeah, release some of the Nikola Tesla technology that we know that the government has for zero point energy. And with the 0 point energy, we know they have that. But there's no profit in it. And we know why there's no profit in 0 point energy. Because we go broke. Absolutely, they would go broke. So bad. Yeah, so they would go broke. But let's just imagine that we can get these billionaires to actually pay back what they owe. I think the world would be a totally different place.
Yeah.
Instead of these companies enriching themselves on products like ours and our smart glasses and some other projects, eVTOLs. Oh, yeah, we'll touch base on the eVTOLs another day. I'll actually show designs on a couple other different projects we can get into. So yeah, what these companies that are totally enriching themselves on other people's technology is not fair. This is why hard-working people young inventors, whether or not you are the guy in Georgia, Julian Brown, who's making plastoline, you have the two twins who are putting Elon Musk to shame, who live in Africa, Kenya, I think. They went around and picked up all those chips and stuff.
Oh, the garbage.
Yeah, and they made that headwear with the extra arm. Afrogenics, I think it's called. Afrogenics.
I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah, but like they're popping up, and then there was another one that had Tesla resonant energy. So, like, I like how they say that everything that Nikola Tesla worked on didn't exist. Well,
not feasible.
It's not practical. See, practicality means we can't profit. But did you ever believe we would live in 2025 and still be in the Flintstones instead of in the Jetsons? Why do my great-great-grandchildren get to play with flying stuff like that, and we get stuck fucking paying the taxes and holding the bag for the richies? I don't think that's fair. No, right. All right, well, we've been on for over an hour. I hope you enjoyed our content. Jump back in. We may touch on some other things, real world, but I mean, if you even have your own story you'd like to share, feel free. Other than that, stay vigilant. Make sure you watch your back. You never know when ICE is out there. Carry whistles, anything you can to keep yourself safe. Make sure your children are safe. You know, it's a dangerous time right now, but we all need to protect. Stay vigilant, stay informed. Until next time.